We've all heard it said that when it comes to finding love, confidence is the most important thing in terms of what we find attractive in a potential partner. And this is the same for both men and women. When we see confidence in another person, it's attractive, it's charismatic, it makes us want to know more about that person, it draws us in. The biggest problem is that most of us are actively engaging in behavior, especially when it comes to our love lives, that is diminishing or destroying our confidence. So as soon as we feel like we get a little bit ahead in our love lives, something happens, we sabotage it, we push the people we're interested in out of our lives, and we find ourselves alone and unconfident time and time and time again. Now, if you've experienced this cycle, then you know what it's like to not feel very confident about yourself. And most of us are living in a state where our confidence comes and goes and it's not sustainable. If you want to create a long-term conscious relationship, one of the most important things that you'll ever do is learn how to sustain a consistent state of confidence. And in this video, I'm going to tell you how that's done. Now, before we begin, please like this video, please share it with a friend, please subscribe and follow and all that good stuff. I hope you enjoy this content and I hope you continue to enjoy it over time. After you watch this video, I'd like to invite you to go to myconsciousrelationship.com, where you can register for free for a workshop I'm hosting this Thursday, where I'm going to outline a process that will explode your confidence and allow you to create an epic love story. So I hope you don't miss my workshop on Thursday. I'll be right there with you live, and I can't wait to see you there. Thanks for watching this video, and let's jump in. Now, as I said, most of us struggle to maintain a consistent state of confidence. And being able to maintain that state, being able to be confident and feel good about who you are on a consistent basis is one of the most important things you will ever do in terms of creating a long-term, lasting, conscious relationship. So how do we maintain that state of confidence? Well, I'm going to share a few things here that may make a profound impact on you in terms of being able to do that. Now, most of us, when it comes to confidence, we base our sense of self and our sense of who we are on external factors, on external experiences, on the opinions or validation of other people, on the points of view of our parents, our family, our peers, our teachers, our colleagues, our bosses, our whatever it is. But most of us base our sense of self on the external validation that we get from the world around us. And if we get cheered on and supported and told that we're doing really well based on what we do or who we are or how we show up or whatever it is, if the people in the environment around us tells us that we're doing really, really good, we feel really, really good about ourselves. If we go out on a date and that person seems to really like us and they're into us and they start texting us, we feel really good about ourselves. That external validation is the thing that makes us feel good about who we are. And this is how most people find confidence in themselves, is by finding the external validation and feeling really good about who they are. Now, if there's anything that is absolutely true about life, it is this, is that the external circumstances of our lives will always change. Sexual attraction, relational attraction, interest, it comes and goes. It's all very fleeting. It doesn't last forever. You know, having a relationship could last forever, but that's a different story. So the external attraction and interest and validation, whether it's from romantic interest, whether it's from work, whether it's from our families, it's all very transient. It all tends to come and go. And what you find if you relate your sense of self with all of that stuff is what you find is your levels of confidence and your sense of who you are tends to come and go as well. It's kind of like if you've ever known somebody who worked in the same career for 20 years and then all of a sudden they get laid off or they get fired after 20 years and they spiral into a deep depression. Why does that happen? Well, part of it might be scarcity, that they can't pay their bills and things like that. But a bigger part of it is that they don't know who they are without that job, because their sense of self has become so tied up with that job that without that job, they have no idea of who they are. They have no concept or sense of self, and they lose their identity and they go into a depression. They spiral downward because they don't have a foundation to stand on. They don't know who they are. Same thing happens with relationships. If you've ever been in a relationship for a long time, and I'm sure many of you have maybe had, year, 2 year, 5 year, 10-year long relationships that ultimately came to an end. And without that relationship, you didn't know who you were because your identity had become so tied up in being a part of that relationship. And that leads us to depression. When it comes to cultivating confidence, confidence comes from a strong sense of self, a strong foundation, a strong sense of who you are, regardless of external conditions, external circumstances. So if I'm in this relationship, I know who I am. And if I'm out of this relationship, I know who I am. If this person is attracted to me, if they're calling me, if they're texting me, I know who I am. And if they're not attracted to me and they're not calling me and they're not texting me, I know who I am. And if you've ever seen the movie Anger Management with Jack Nicholson and Adam Sandler, they illustrate this very well in that movie, where Jack Nicholson is asking Adam Sandler, who are you? Who are you? Who are you? And Adam Sandler says, well, I do this for a living. He says, I didn't ask your job. I asked, who are you? He says, well, I'm married. I didn't ask if you're married. I asked, who are you? And he starts to try to force Adam Sandler to define himself without any relation to an external thing. Now, this is maybe a challenging conversation for some of you because you may have never thought about it like this. And to truly ask yourself, who am I, regardless of the relationship I'm in, regardless of whether or not this person likes me, regardless of if I get a promotion at work or I get demoted at work, regardless of the amount of money in my bank account, regardless of who I'm friends with or what I do for fun or what my hobbies and interests are, regardless of all of that, how do I define myself as a human being? What is the foundation that I can have in my own heart that no matter what happens externally in life, I have a place within myself that I can go to where I can find myself and I can know who I am and I can heal my wounds and I can regain that confidence and I can talk myself into the life that I want and the dreams that I have and how I'm going to find that and how I'm going to create that. And if you can create this place in yourself, this identity, this sense of who you are that you can always maintain and always come back to, regardless of external circumstances, you will be empowered and confident no matter what happens to you. Now, I want to be very clear about something. I'm not saying that you won't have feelings about what happens to you, because you will. If you go through a breakup, you're going to grieve the loss of that person. You're going to be sad that they're gone. You're going to have to heal yourself a little bit. You're going to have to rebuild your confidence to a certain degree. But the difference is this: when you have that internal identity, when you have that sense of self, that sense of who you are and what you stand for and where you belong in the world, that's not attached to any person or any external condition, when you lose that person or when you lose that job or when you lose money or lose anything in life, you will experience maybe some sadness or some fear around that, but you won't be crippled by that. Because what's going to happen is you're going to go within yourself and you're going to say, I know who I am. I know what I'm capable of. I know what I can create in my life. I know that I created this, and because I created that, I could create something else. And I know that I will be okay no matter what. And when it comes to finding love, you can start to tell yourself this. Start to say, I know that I will find love no matter what. I know that the partner that I'm looking for, that ideal partner that I want in my life, that I want to share and create my dreams with, I know they're out there and I know they're looking for me just like I'm looking for them. And I know we're going to find each other. And if it didn't work out with this person, then this person must not be the one. And that's okay, because the one is out there and we're making our way to each other. And you might be sad about losing this person, or you might be sad about that this person stopped calling or they blew you off or you were really into them and they didn't text back. And you might be sad about that. But you're not going to be crushed by it because you have something else to hold on to. And what most of us do is we go out and we're like hungry ghosts and we're like, gimme, gimme, gimme. We're like, give me some love, give me some attention, give me some validation, like me, love me, pay attention to me, pick me, want me. And we go out, we're like hungry ghosts, like looking for all this validation and all this attraction and all this attention. And then we get a little bit of it. And then we feel really good about ourselves with, oh yeah, I'm so hot and I'm so sexy and people love me and I'm awesome. And we get a little bit of validation. All of a sudden we start to feel that way. And then that person doesn't call or they don't text. And we go, I'm a piece of crap. I'm a piece of garbage. Nobody wants me. I'm useless. I'm never going to find anybody. I'm alone. And then we go out, we go, gimme, gimme, gimme. Let me find some more. Let me get some more. And then we get some, we go, oh yeah, I'm sexy. I'm hot. I'm awesome. People love me. And then we lose it. And then we go, I'm useless. Nobody wants me. I'm going to be alone forever. Nothing ever works out for me. All men are jerks. All women are jerks. And we start to blame other people for the situation that we've gotten ourselves into. And that just continues to spiral down and continue to destroy our confidence. So this would be my advice. If you know that you're somebody who has struggled to maintain confidence and you really, really want to be confident in your life, you really want to be empowered, and you really want to know that no matter what happens, when all is said and done, you are going to find what you're looking for. You are going to create that loving relationship or that career or whatever it is, but you are going to create that sense of purpose and fulfillment in life. No matter what happens along the way, you know where you're going to end up in the long run. And if you want to live with that kind of confidence, this is going to be my advice to you. First thing is attend my workshop on Thursday, because I'm going to break down a process that will explode your confidence and empower you to create the epic love story that you've always been dreaming about. The second thing is, before you go out on another date, or before you go out here or go out there or try to get any more attention or any more validation or try to get any more external reinforcement for who you are and what you are, I want you to sit down and write a letter to yourself. And I want you to say, this is who I am. This is what I stand for. This is what I believe in. This is what I know is right and true. This is what I know that I deserve. This is what I know that I will have in my life. And this is what I'm excited about in my life. And this is why I know I'll find it. And these are all my amazing qualities. And this is how I know who I am, is because I look at my life and I see that I have all these amazing qualities and I have all these gifts and I see how much I have to share with the world. And I know that I'm going to find someone who's going to appreciate that, and they're going to love me for it. And just write and write and write and put this all out. Everything that comes from inside of you. Start to identify everything that comes from inside of you, because that is where all the magic is, and that is the thing that nobody can ever take from you. And when you become firmly established and firmly grounded in that, no matter what happens in the external world, you will always have a place to come home to remember who you are, and you can clean yourself off and heal yourself and get back out there to create the love of your life. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please drop a comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Right now, I want you to go to myconsciousrelationship.com and register for that workshop on Thursday. That is the first step you can take right now to make a significant difference in your love life. Thanks for watching today. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care.